I'm Nick Seco from HomeRight Windows and Doors, and we're located in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So we do vinyl replacement windows, we do steel and fiberglass entry doors, we do aluminum storm doors, and we do sliding patio doors, all made by Provia. The windows are a vinyl replacement window, and it could be anything from double hungs to casements to bay and bow windows and everything in between. So when somebody calls in the office and needs an estimate, they get Roxanne on the phone typically, and she would schedule an appointment for me to come out and take some measurements, provide some literature, go through what options we have, and then I would follow up within about 24 to 48 hours with an estimate with all the details of the products as well as the installed price. I find that we're typically much more affordable than the companies that you see advertising on TV or in a lot of other places. If they're spending a lot of advertising dollars, obviously they're passing those costs on to their consumers. You could go to our website at homerightwaynesboro.com, or you could call us at 717-749-4874.
Local and live, covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState.
Welcome back to Let's Talk TriState, all powered by HomeRight Windows and Doors in Waynesboro. The right choice online at homerightwaynesboro.com. I'm sure you know this lovely face. However, the hair is just so, I cannot get over how long your hair is.
Thank you.
You do have very healthy hair. You look great. It's so good to see you,
Thank
Rae.
you so much. Well, thank you for having me back, Katie.
Of course. So we're going to talk about Money Mamas, but before we get there, let's just quickly go through. This is Rae Tucker, if you're not, if you're new to the show, from Girls Inc. of Washington County. And tell us a little bit. I know every time you come on the show, we always start just by going over Girls Inc. But if anybody's new to the area, they haven't heard of it, let's just start with that.
Absolutely, because it amazes me how often we're out in the community and we hear people who've never heard that we exist. We've been around for 76 years.
Amazing.
We're a girls club. We pick up the girls for after-school care, and we have some programming and a safe environment for them. Our mission is to inspire all girls to grow up strong, smart, and bold. Mm-hmm. And so we do that through our core programs that focus on healthy living, academic success, and confidence building, social and emotional.
And those are like the three pillars that you have, right? And then you try to program different activities based on those different things, which leads us to one of the big events that you guys have every year, which is the Money Mamas Mud Run. And you have a date confirmed for it.
Absolutely. It is always going to be the third Saturday, so some people are already taking off their time for next year. So this year it's September 20th at the Washington County Agricultural Education Center.
And let's go through, because to be honest with you, Rae, when I did the Money Mamas for the first time, two or 3 years ago, I was shocked how muddy you really do get. It's not like you just dip your toe in and you're done. I mean, it is full on a day of mud and fun with all your girlfriends. So take us through, what is the Money Mamas Mud Run, and what can someone expect if they were coming out for the first time?
So you will not expect the amount of numbers of people that come out there.
Yes.
Every year we continue to break records for people at the Ag Center in a single day. So last year I think we were pushing 10,000 people. And that's with the participants, but then all of their supporters and their families and the dads and the kids coming out to support all the strong women in our community. So you'll arrive and the energy is so high. Everybody is so pumped. And when you're hanging out with your girlfriends, just on cloud nine?
Yes.
It's like that, but with everyone in the community is hanging out with their girlfriends, having a blast. Everybody feels so empowered to be there. Everybody's having so much fun. They really let all their inhibitions down. It's a judgment-free zone. So yes, we like to say it's go all in. And so it's not just a toe dip. It is straight head first into a pool of mud. And people really go all in.
Yeah, they do.
They are fearless.
Yes.
And that was kind of my thing when I first started with the role, is I was like, do people really want to do this? And then when you show up there and it's like, oh, you guys live for this. And it's one of my favorite things, because it's a day of empowerment for all women and girls in the community to come out and be brave and do things that are unexpected of them and show up 110% and give it their all and have a blast.
And I can attest to it. It really is a good time. And even when I went, the first year I participated, I had bronchitis. I was really I was very sick. But I thought, like, all right, I'm just going to skip the big mud events because it was a little chilly that day, and still had a wonderful time. So my team did all of the, going underneath the ropes and everything and climbing through the mud, and I skipped those events, which I thought was great that you had the opportunity to do
you
that.
Can skip anything you don't want to do.
And they were still really good about taking their time with me because we were all in it together and we weren't going to leave each other behind. Now, if someone is new to the Muddy Mamas Mud Run, would you say they have to be, what kind of physical shape do you think they have to be in?
So that's one of the things I love about it is because personally for me, I'm not really into running. I was telling the girls the other day, we were all playing volleyball together, and some of the girls wanted to be like playing basketball. It's like, see, basketball never really appealed to me because there's so much running involved. And like, growing up, I had a little bit of asthma and that really wasn't a good thing for me. So I played volleyball. And so it was finding what you're comfortable with and still enjoying yourself anyways. So if you don't want to run, you can totally walk. So there's 18 obstacles that you have to go through. Some are really, really muddy and some aren't. It's more of like a challenge of, can you scale this wall? And so you can go around the ones that you aren't comfortable with. I know there's this one girl I'm always talking with who says the monkey bars are her thing. Every year she challenges herself to try and get all the way across on the monkey bars.
It's difficult. It is difficult.
So it's like, and she's a personal trainer. And so it's like, there are challenges. If you are at that level, you're going to be challenged. But if you just want to have fun and try the monkey bars and fall into the mud pit when you fall, you're going to have fun if you're going into it with that mindset, at least. So, and if you don't want to do the monkey bars at all or any of the physically challenging ones, you go around and there's no judgment whatsoever.
There really isn't, because everybody's kind of doing their own thing and everyone's just laughing and having a great time. And the other thing I really loved about it was, and I know you touched upon this earlier, how much community support there really is. I remember seeing like principals from schools there, and while it is a women focused run, dads are coming out, boyfriends are coming out to support, the whole community is really coming in supporting each other.
It is, like, honestly, it's giving me chills just thinking about it, because there's not a lot of opportunities in our community where everybody really rallies together with that support. And with this, you see it is so evident of the strong families, the strong friend groups, the strong workplaces, and then their supportive communities that come out to support them. So one of my jobs is to go through all of our pictures and kind of pick out our favorite ones. And
How do you even do that? How do you even do it?
Cameraman Bill sent me 120,000 pictures last year, and I was like, you are kidding me. But they are so amazing. If anybody wants to see them, they're posted on our website under Muddy Memories. And it's some of my favorite things to look through, and to see the pictures of the dads, some of the most iconic shots ever. Like, they are carrying 16 bags, pulling a wagon, carrying a child, and like trying to keep up with their wives on this course. It's so much fun for everyone.
And you said there's 18 obstacles?
18 obstacles.
Many? And it is a 5K.
It is a 5K.
So it ends up being from the beginning to the end. You're doing a 5K and you're, weaving in all these different obstacles. Some are very, I don't want to say easy, but easy in regards to the mud. You're not going to get super muddy. Some you can get absolutely, completely head to toe mud. I would definitely recommend, if anybody's doing it for the first time, change of shoes, change of clothes.
Oh, yeah.
And you have like shower options,
right?
We
have a whole hose down zone for when you're done. We have a bag check for you to securely hold all of your clean clothes for when you're done. And we also have a dumpster for your shoes for when you look at them. And I like to joke that like my spring lawn mowing shoes become my fall mud shoes. And then they're going in the dump because there's just no coming back from that. If you come back with your shoes at all.
I tried last year because I didn't realize how muddy I was really going to get, or I thought, a little bit, haha. But I mean, boom, we were just covered in it. And I didn't realize it, so I did throw away my shoes, which was fine because I wore old ones. But like, be ready to come with a change of clothes. And,
absolutely.
And you get like a medal at the end, a nice medal, which I was really impressed by that. There was a little heft to it. Who doesn't want to display that, in their house?
Oh, good.
And then, so walk us through the day, Rae, in regards to the race to the after party. Like, what does the day lineup look like, the itinerary?
So we start our runs at 8:30 in the morning with a kickoff with all of our sponsors. They put us off on the right foot. And one of the best parts, even before you get to that, so you do have to arrive early to get checked in and get your bag secured and find where you're going and kind of orient yourself. But then at our start line, we have these wonderful Zumba instructors that pump you up, get everybody doing a little stretch with a fun dance. They have so much energy and really pump everyone up with our DJ going. It's a lot of fun, high energy just from the get-go. And then there are waves that go out. It's about 100 people in a wave every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so you do your warm-up and then your wave all heads out onto the course. And by doing it that way, it keeps each obstacle not like overcrowded.
Sure. Yeah, it was perfect when we did it.
Good,
it was perfect.
Because it is one of those things that's hard to manage to make sure everybody's having a good time. It keeps it spread out a little bit, helps with that. And so then you go through the obstacles at your own time. Most people, I think, can do it in about an hour, and then you can get cleaned up. And then after that, the party doesn't stop. We have the DJs going all day long. It's so much fun. And then we have a beer garden for you to hang out at. We have food trucks for you to grab some lunch or even some breakfast, whatever food you're feeling. Mm-hmm. And then we also have an entire pavilion full of vendors. So you can do some shopping and you can see what other community members are bringing to the table. And it really helps kind of bring in that community feeling, as well as like everyone here supports strong, smart, and bold girls and women. And we're all here having a fantastic time. And I do think people carry on after that. And
I'm sure they do. I mean, that's a perfect girls' day. It
Absolutely.
really is a perfect girls' day. Do some exercise, do some, team building, bonding type things, laugh a little bit, get cleaned up, go have a drink, go have something to eat, support the community. And the Ag Center is huge. It's enormous. And so you're not going to be like trying to find space. There's so much room for everybody. It really is a wonderful event. Now, with the funds that are raised, where do the funds go?
So because our mud run is different from all other mud runs, because we are put on entirely by volunteers, and minus myself.
How many volunteers do you think you have?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So we typically have like up to 200 volunteers, and then our like leadership committee is our board members, myself, our executive director. We're the ones that kind of put it all on.
Such a big task. Such a big task.
And honestly, so much fun. We have a blast putting it on and, getting it all together and everything.
Sure.
But, so there are at least 200 volunteers that come in and are our motivators. They stand at every obstacle so that way you're supported and give you high fives. I heard so many wonderful things said about all of our volunteers last year, of just like how I wouldn't have been able to make it across this obstacle if it wasn't for this volunteer that was cheering me on. And I'm like, that is so good to hear.
Yeah, they were really great.
But because it's volunteer run, all of the proceeds from all of our sponsors, from all of the registration fees, everything goes back to our programs.
Wow.
So, and our programs, again, are strong, smart, and bold programs, which are encouraging our girls to go after this healthy, thriving life. So it really is one of our, it is our biggest fundraiser of the year.
Yeah.
Our most fun and our most community oriented, because one of the things I love about it is that it brings our Girls Inc. mission to our community and says, this is what our girls do, because we're following in your muddy footsteps. All of the women that have come before our girls have paved the path for us to even be able to have the opportunity to empower all these girls. I think about that too a lot of times when I think about like our center downtown, is our center was built for us by the generations of women that came before us. Mm-hmm. And they really cleared a way for all of our girls to have all these opportunities. And Muddy Mamas brings the whole community in together and says, we're all in this together as a team to be strong, smart, and bold women for ourselves and for the girls that follow us.
Do the girls that are a member of Girls Inc., do they all come to the Muddy Mamas, or do you provide transportation for them? I know it's summertime, so I don't know how that works.
Yeah, it is one of those things. So we put together a girls sing team.
Oh,
so
no, I guess it is during this. I'm sorry, it is during the school
well,
year. Well,
it is, but it's like the second week of school. So
we're just
we
getting
try
started.
and gather all of our parents up. And so what we do is we offer a team. All the girls sing girls run at 12. It's our last wave of the day. And we gather them all together. They run with staff. And it was cute. So last year, my sister went and was one of our photographers. And she was telling me afterwards, she was like, the girls sing team was the most impressive team out there because they were so like team oriented. They all had a buddy. They were charging along. She said they tackled those obstacles so fast. They were so strong. And they supported each other the entire way. And she was like,
that must be
I know, it's like, oh, good. I'm so proud of them. But no, it is just absolutely fabulous. So we don't make the girls participate because so many of them are like, I'm not getting dirty.
Right.
And I'm like, facts, girl, I feel that. And
but once you see it, once you do your first mud event, you're like, all right, I'm
absolutely.
Now, let's just
and that's
keep
the fun
going.
thing is all the girls that did it last year and the year before are now like over summer camp talking about it because I work them up over summer camp. Like, this is what I'm working on, like getting them excited. And they're all like, they're either like, do I have to do that? Or they're like, I can't wait to go.
Yes.
And so they help encourage each other to go. So we put together a big team of the girls and their moms. We all run at noon with the staff, and they all get like cute little t-shirts together. I absolutely love to see all the costumes and t-shirts that everybody puts together. It makes looking at the pictures so much more fun.
We were like the dirty martinis.
Yes.
Dirty mud martinis. Yeah, because that was so appropriate for like the staff here.
I love it.
Can you run by yourself, or do you have to do it with
Absolutely.
the team? Okay.
You can absolutely run by yourself. And some of them, when I'm looking through the pictures, there are some ladies that run by themselves every single year. And they, to me, exude so much confidence. Because it's scary to do things alone.
Absolutely.
And especially such an enormous event like this, to say, I'm going to go do this alone.
I mean, there's 10,000 people there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And like, they are determined and so powerful. And like, I'm really so impressed. But one of the things I love about our event is you're never alone. There are volunteers. There are other teams. Everyone is there to support and uplift everyone else. So even if you go alone, you're not alone.
Right.
And that, I think, is what really speaks to the community that we have.
And I will say, it is a workout. I mean, if you really do, like you said earlier, if you do all of the different obstacles and you really do all of them, you know, you're not like skirting around some of them, you're going to get a really good workout in. So I can imagine it's also a test to yourself. Can I do this? How much can I push myself if I really wanted to?
Absolutely.
Now let's hit the basic information. So we got the Muddy Mamas Mud Run, September 20th at the Ag Center in Boonesboro, and pricing to sign up for it.
So it's $85 for an adult, and it is $40 for girls 10 and up.
And is that per person, per...
Yes,
okay.
per person.
So even if you have a team together, you don't get like a discounted rate if you have 15 or 20 people or anything like that.
No, it is something we've discussed, but we would need people to all register at one time.
Yeah, that would be really difficult.
The logistics of that aren't working out.
Where do you register?
So you can find the link to register at muddymamasmudrun.com.
And this is what number year are we doing?
This is 11.
Oh my God.
Yeah, last year was our big 10, and so now we're pushing into what I like to call the next generation.
Yeah, it is.
So, especially, one of the guys on the obstacle design team, he has all these ideas, and I'm an ideas person, so me and him are like on the same page. We're like, we're stepping into the next generation. Like, what is this going to look like? It's very exciting.
I'm super excited. And what time do the waves start?
So it starts at 8:30 with our sponsors, and it goes till 12. Kicks off every 15 minutes.
And the girls from Girls Inc. go last at noon.
Yes.
Do you get to choose? Do you have any say in your wave
Oh,
time?
absolutely. You can pick whatever wave time you want, but I will say they are capacity limited. I'm really trying to be strict this year. I'm not typically a strict person, but I'm trying to be strict this year.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Yeah, and so space is limited. Once we reach our capacity, I do have a little bit of a buffer because I know I'm not strict myself. And then after that, like, I will have to close it down. So if you do want to run at a specific time, get registered early because those early waves fill up fast. I think 9 through 10 is already filled. And then 10 through 11 is filling up very fast. And then 11 through 12, there's still definitely lots of space. So,
Wow.
and if we used to run until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so in my head, I'm like, if we start to get capacity, I could open
can
up
push
more
it.
wave times.
Yeah.
No big deal, because I want to make sure everybody has the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But I also want to make sure that opportunity is fun for everybody
Yeah.
by keeping each wave a little bit
Shorter
tight.
and yeah, absolutely. Well, Rae, it sounds like you have everything covered. Is there anything else about the Muddy Mamas Mud Run that we haven't talked about that you want to make sure that we get? Any information I forgot to ask you about? I think we hit all the high
I
points.
think we did.
But it really is a blast. Like I can speak to it. I always really like doing 5Ks, and this is a very different type of 5K. And it is a very, you can feel the energy and the bonding and the empowerment amongst everybody. You can feel it. It really is an incredible event. You guys do a great job. So
Oh, thank you.
very much looking forward to putting a Verstanding Media team together like we do
Yes.
every year, and then seeing you on September 20th for the Muddy Mamas Mud Run.
Well, thank you so much. I
Yes.
really look forward to it. And if you guys haven't participated in it, I'm going to encourage you to do it because, like I said, we've been doing it for 11 years now. There's no guarantee we're making it to 20 years. So if you've ever thought about doing it, come out and do it. Just because, in case one day we're like, let's do something different, because that's life. We like to change and switch it up on the community, but it's such a fun opportunity to do. So if you haven't done it before, please come join us this year. You will not regret it.
Yep. And Rae, thank you again for joining us on Let's Talk Tri-State.
Anytime. I love to come hang out with you guys. Thanks so
you.
much.
Of course.
Let's talk Tri-State.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk Tri-State, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.